Ooh, you are nice and stocked up, my friend. Thank you. How's it going? It's weird seeing you here. What are you doing? Back is aching. I need to take a break. Are you hungry? If so, please feel free to use my cooking pot to whip us up a snack. If you need to start a fire, just light the torch on the campfire, and we'll get to work. We'll get to cooking. Yeah, so the act of cooking using the ingredients is pretty cumbersome and something I'll probably not show too much, but he's going to tell us that we can make things that can protect us from extreme temperatures and trying things out and being creative. So that's fun. Let me go ahead and swap on over to the torch, and we'll go do this. We'll go and light this up. That'll stay nice and lit. And surely this would work, right? It would seem kind of obscene that this pile of dry leaves would not go away. There we go. You can also see that it creates quite the updraft, but it's good for creating some light around you and revealing hidden Koroks. Thank you. So that is number 4, which is good. And we might actually go hunting a little bit. I think this would be a good place to try to get some meat. And the reason for that being is that we're gonna need some. So, oh, that's a torch. Why are there so many of them over here? We'll take this shroom and we'll just be on the lookout. Depending on the time of day, kind of needs to be taken into consideration, but over here we've got ourselves a boar. Oh god, and he noticed me. They have some really good vision. They can also charge at you, which is kind of scary. Alright. We won't take too much time. Just gonna take this. Ooh, and there's some dudes over there. That's not good. Raw meat, obtained from animals on plains and forests. You can eat it raw, but cooking it will make it more delicious and nutritious. Yeah, I'm not eating no raw meat. What are you thinking? Nah, we're fine. We don't need it. Alright, I'll take some stamella shrooms. And was there anything else around here? Anytime you see, like, hollowed out tree trunks, it just makes me nervous, you know? Surely there must be another one at the top up here. Yeah, we'll take this. The sound of the boar running around scares me, because he'll just bum rush you out of nowhere. Unless you know, drop one right between his eyes. We'll get to cooking in a minute. Let's head up here and grab ourselves. Ah, I knew it. Anytime you see those damn stones. Yeah. Thank you. I wonder if I could like, ooh, you know what? Actually, I see a glint in this tree. This is me and my ADHD brain going to town. So I see something shiny and naturally I want to go for it because we can find ourselves some bird eggs necessary for making dishes such as omelets and crepes. You can snag them from birds' nests if you're sneaky, nutritious, and delicious. Absolutely. Give me some of that there protein, please. And we'll probably make our way up to the tower soon enough. I was just worried about finding, you know, any more of those style bokoblins. Oh man, those things. He's mad. He's really upset. He just killed his entire family. Oh, and an acorn. Squirrels adore this nut. So you may have competition while foraging. All right, some nutty seasoning sounds like a good idea to me. Okay. Yeah, I might want to get this one too. There, we'll be fine. All right. Oh, it already went out. That's crazy. Well, I am going to go ahead and get rid of this torch since I don't necessarily need this one. And at the risk of my lovely little shield breaking, which I'm going to need another one soon, we'll find one soon enough. I just hate that it constantly shows that it's badly damaged every single time. All right, so in order to make meals, we need to hold items in our hands in order to go ahead and cook them. You can hold up to 5 items, and depending on how you mix your recipes, you'll be able to make various meals, some which are objectively better than others. 2 apples gives us the simmered fruit. The sweet dish is made by heaping tasty fruits into a pan and just simmering until tender. But if you want to get a little crazier, you could add things like the bladed rhino beetle to like the guts or stamella shrooms. You just don't want to go too crazy on going, you know, and mixing and matching too much. You can also check a meal's ingredients by selecting it from your inventory and checking the recipe. I rarely ever do that. And I do usually skip this animation, even though it is kind of cute. It's just for as much as you plan on cooking, you're probably not going to spend a lot of time watching that animation. So in a pinch, you know, you can just throw in a thing or two and get yourself the single mushroom skewer. I mean, it's a bit of an improvement, but something I'll definitely be doing off screen. Other things, like if you want to go a little bit more crazy, you can throw more than several items, but they'll scale up depending on what you mix it with. So say we went ahead and threw in the Hyrule herb. We'll throw in one of those and we'll put in 2 of our mushrooms. This should get us something that will give us way more than 2 mushrooms, right? Or 2 health, rather. 7 hearts for that, just by adding 1 Hyrule herb. But trust me, it is not going to go as far as you think it is. So we'll just go ahead and eat this up to top ourselves off. And it's usually a good idea to go ahead and just sort that way. As for our other things, I don't know why I stopped the Boko Blow. Why do I keep calling it that? I'll go for this, drop that, and yeah, these do break really freaking easily. We'll hold on to it for now. Do you have anything else you want to tell us? I will be cooking that bass, by the way. Yeah, I cooked something. It's like, yeah, I could smell the burned remains you left in there. Oh, not bad. Certainly not good, but not bad either. Yeah. The variety of food one can make out of here in the wild is quite remarkable. Yeah, I'm sure it is. So every so often we'll find more of these pots to go and do our shenanigans in, but for the time being, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to do in this little neck of the woods here, in the Forest of Spirits. We also have unlocked Hero's Path mode, which we can see how we have traveled since we began, which is kind of hilarious. And so I think this records up to 200 hours of in-game time, which is wild. And it also records where you die. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, but we'll take that off and let's go and fast travel to the Great Plateau Tower, just like the man himself said. There's a couple of people who have done a non-teleportation run of this game, and I think that's a really interesting challenge, but I could not see doing this without teleporting. That would just take so freaking long, and I just simply don't have the patience. Well, you certainly took your time, enough so that I was able to get a good night's rest. No, I remember how to travel instantly. Now then, I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this as a vantage point to search for shrines. So yes, I did know about the scope on my Sheikah stone. Look through it and you can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on the map. Nice. So basically just zoom in and they serve as reference points for my travels. Yeah, how do you know this? Question. Just a few tricks I picked up after many, many years in the wild. Yeah, I'll take your advice, I guess. So like you said, there are going to be 3 towers for us to explore, and you can see them all from here. So we'll definitely want to go and hold that one on them, and this one as well. But the next one we're going to is here in the Abbey, and I don't want to fall off the edge on accident, so I'm just going to get a better shot. And this one's a little scary. I think everybody remembers the first time exploring that place. But what I'd like to do, I should probably just fast travel back over here and take care of these guys. There's like a little encampment there, but that one archer was really doing his job. So we'll go down just the normal way. Probably the last time we'll do this. And maybe we'll get the treasure that's over there, because I think it'll be pretty good to hold on to. But who knows? Just go nice and calmly. But ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison. This is Breath of the Wild. It's kind of crazy, because I almost considered playing and recording through Red Dead 2 instead of this, but I think this one is just a little bit cozier, and I just, there's like a weird amount of nostalgia that I associate with this game, and it's just, it helped me through like so many weirdly difficult times in my life, and also, of course, through the pandemic, but it's just an excellent game, and it's so good. So is this guy, is he gonna notice? Please don't turn around, please don't turn around. I told you not to turn around, brother. There he goes. Into the drink. So, as long as these guys aren't aggroed, I think we'll be fine. But we're going to be shooting these little octoballoons. And unfortunately, that chest looks like it's made of wood, so we can't quite use our abilities to do anything about it. But let's do this. And hopefully this is all it takes for them to drop. Or not. Maybe I need 2. There we go. And nope, he did not fall. Okay. That's concerning. How about this? How about I just do this? Just completely missed. There you go. Alright. I have to remember how to play this game. Oh, come on, really? Oh, there we go. That is what happens when you're a dum-dum, my friend. So I do want to grab this stuff. And I actually think the spiked bokobo is going to be great for us. It's light and easy to use, but can I at least take a break over here for a moment? I don't think the friends have noticed necessarily, not this time. He wasn't crying bloody murder. Yeah, there's this one over here. This was the other guy. So hopefully they drop some arrows, but I wouldn't mind another bokobo that is spiked. There we go. And luckily I used my stemella shrooms, so in case I almost run out of stuff, I might not be in trouble. So what's nice about, I guess, swimming in still waters like this is the fact that you can actually move things while, you know, you're swimming. It just might take a minute, but you can still go and move them. Oh yeah, that actually might be a little tricky. I'm not full on, I must be full on arrows. I might just go and swap out just in case, but slowly but surely, the item in there will definitely be worth it. Alright, just gonna be careful here. And yeah, I mean, this is already a clear upgrade. I'm gonna take it. This 5 damage is not gonna hold up. Not in this court of law. There you go. Into the drink you go. And I probably don't even need that one either. Especially because we haven't even seen any wear and tear on our initial bow. So I'm not worried. I just hope those guys don't notice me. I should maybe go and take out their encampment, but most of the time it's not worth it. For the number of weapons that you end up expending, clearing them out, it generally just doesn't really pay off in the way you think it would. Oh god, thank you. Is that good enough? Have I wasted enough of our time? Yeah, not quite. One more. Hopefully those bows just don't get in the way. No, please be worth it. Please be a weapon, at least. I'm amazed we've only found, like, the one. Here we go. Just kick it. And, ooh, the soldier's broadsword. Brandished by the soldiers who once protected Hyrule Castle. It's got a buff in attack up, which is great. And that might just about do it for us here. So I'm just gonna sneak on out over here. Maybe this guy is a little too excited about that wall. Dang it. Really wanted to pick him up. That's fine. Let me double check though. Sometimes there might be some hidden metallic chests down there, but we're in front of that first shrine again. That's cool. Oops. Don't get locked up on there. And some of this stuff is spawned back, which is interesting. I don't think the items inside necessarily will come back, but I'm kind of surprised that they even did. Oof. All right. One more time. There we go. Yeah. So the internals don't necessarily come back. That's all right. Nothing else over here. All right, let's start heading off in the opposite direction. I did want to double check these guardian corpses, just because, of course, you are going to want some goods. But going through the abbey at night is pretty scary too, so it's kind of just waiting for the sun to turn. What's nice about campfires is you can also use them to pass the time. Eventually we'll find inns and beds and cots and things we can sleep in, but, you know, nothing a good old-fashioned campfire can't fix. Which, as you know, we could also just make on our own. Yes, this is so good. It's so good. Oh, and then there's even more things. So I'm pretty sure the floating platforms were not in the original game. I think that's all master mode. So, yeah, kind of scary. But, we got a little campfire over there. They seem to be chatting about something, steaming their hams on an open flame, as good friends tend to do. And I want to be sort of cautious because we're going to have a different kind of company here. A very scary kind. And I think the game will be kind enough to let us know what it is. There's a few more guardian corpses here. Oh my god, and there's actually something in here. Yeah, I'll let him go. I was gonna try and go for the hot foot, but that's alright. Inside this chest, we have Amba. Thank you. Okay. So long as we're careful, and we're very cognizant about our surroundings. We can go and search this for the ancient screw, which is good. And I'm just listening out, because I know it's coming. Oh, jeez. Oh, hello. What is this? Sometimes you'll see little glimmering sparkles that will sort of indicate that there might be a Korok there, but more often than not, it's probably nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna be careful. Oh, and this path I think leads to the Lionel. Yeah, I'm just taking my time. I'm going carefully, man. Well, even though a lot of these have shown some pretty serious signs of wear and tear, not all of these guardians are dead necessarily. As a matter of fact, one of them might actually be kind of unhappy to see us. I think it's this one. Or maybe not. Maybe that comes after. Alright, I might just be getting too worried about nothing, but I just know when I die, it is going to be in the most spectacular fashion. Huh. Was there anything over here? I almost wonder. I know there's a chest, actually. An EX1. Oh, here we go. Is this as simple as I thought it would be? Nothing. Alright. Well, now that we've explored the perimeter, we might be in a good position to... Oh, no. Witness firsthand the revival of the Guardians. God, they're terrifying. So many people will just fight them willy-nilly. We are ill-equipped for this. So what you want to do, because they cannot move, at least these ones can't, all we have to do is avoid their gaze, and we should be just fine. Yeah, I'm slightly worried, because I need to get into the shrine this way. Whereas, on the other hand, there it is. He woke up. He is awakened from his slumber. So, we'll just head up here and grab this chest as we're being aimed on from both sides. The Nintendo Switch shirt. A shirt with a Nintendo Switch logo on it. It's a rather rare find, so wear with pride. As long as I don't die, I think I'll be fine. So let's try it on. It doesn't offer much in terms of defense, but in a fourth wall breaking kind of way, it is a little neat. So definitely gonna wear that for a little bit while it's still appropriate. And let's step inside our next shrine. Nothing like a good old-fashioned hydration break to really usher us into the incredible bomb trial. This, my friends, is gonna be great. And with that, we've obtained remote bombs. The force of the blast can be used to damage monsters or destroy objects. There are both round and cube bombs, so use whichever fits the situation best. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, and now that we can change runes, things are going to work out splendidly for us because the round bombs can roll, whereas the square ones cannot. Is that a concept that is too tricky to learn? Why no, it's not. And what's nice between being able to swap between them is that you can let the other one recharge and then swap so that you don't have to wait for the cooldown. And that is a pretty nice facet for us to take into consideration for later, but you want to be really careful because those explosions will absolutely mess you up. So be warned, my friends. But over here, we've got a Traveler's Claymore, a basic two-handed sword often wielded by aspiring adventurers. Its immense weight can knock enemies' shields right out of their hands. Oh, but my inventory is full. Well, I think I know a couple of things we can get rid of here. Starting with this thing. At worst, I could probably also get rid of the Korok, but let's get rid of the tree branches first. And I'll wear this now. I'm gonna hold on to the broadsword just as a last resort, but the claymore is a two-handed weapon, so we should probably use it carefully. Yeah, I love how this thing is like the dancing phalanges, just like grabbing it, and when you like put it away, it still is like that. It's like trying to reach for my wallet or something. It's wild. Over here, this will allow us to showcase the movement abilities of this. So I'm just gonna go ahead. We can also set these down instead of just throwing them. But once it reaches over there, then we should be in range. Am I going to get into a fight here? I kind of hope I don't. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But, oh, interesting. So we have these platforms, and I think they're supposed to tell you that if you get launched by one of these, it doesn't necessarily hurt. So in this circular hole, we'll go and place this bomb, as if I can aim correctly. And that way we can bust all those open and make our way to the end. There you go. Nicely done. Now let me investigate over here. So usually there's at least one or two bonus chests that you can get in these trials. I think this is just the one, but let me see what happens. Because I don't have any way of stopping my fall here, but we're fine. Everything is honkadora. And this will give us some amba. Thank you. So as far as our magnesis is concerned, is there a reason why this ball is here? That's usually pretty crucial to a lot of the puzzles we'll be fighting, but I actually don't think it's of any use here. Because it's kind of big, it's a little unwieldy, but we just go and yoink it. I didn't see anywhere that we could slot this thing. So I kind of am led to believe that maybe there's nothing here for it. You can't lift it up with magnesis, so doesn't make sense. It's a little too big for this tiny hole here. So if I try to like throw it, would anything even happen? Like if I launch it onto this side? You can follow me over here. I'll take the ladder. And maybe it's like a secret over here. I don't know. Maybe not. God, I love the aesthetic of this place. It's so weird. And it's so un-Zelda-like in my opinion, but it also feels right at home in this game, which is so bizarre. All right, well, guess I got nothing, so thank you. Look at him, stop grabbing my butt. This damn hand, man. There is our second spirit orb. Please and thank you. I'll be on my way. So from here, what do we do next? It's hard to say. All right, at least you would think so. Thank you for the tip there. Yeah, batting the shield away is probably going to be something good for us. But hey, here we go. Let's go and put our new abilities to the test. Just stay out of the blast range. You should be fine. So I don't think there's anything else around here we might necessarily need. Maybe a Korok. I'm gonna go and check this little corner here. Because I think the only two that come alive are... Oh my god, not that one. Shoot. Never mind. I guess maybe 3 of them come alive. But surely there must be something around these parts. Yeah, here we go. So can I use this? You can technically probably take these things out, but it probably wouldn't be worth it. I don't think that does enough damage. to really do anything. You just have to hit it real hard in the eye, and you gotta hit it a lot of times. But hey, we found ourselves a nice little stone here. And we found it. Found our Korok friend. Thank you. Sorry, that was unintentional. Wonder. Probably don't want to fall down there into the mist. Let's go back. So I'll probably want to start heading in a westerly direction, just on the off chance that we could possibly meet up with our friend again. But I do want to be careful because I don't have any major health contingencies. It's just nice that we can sort of bypass this guy. Not really worry much about him. Unless this guy also comes to life. That'd be kind of a bummer. Yeah, no, he's fine. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so if you happen to be hiding behind something and you lose his field of vision, you should be okay in him not shooting. So that's very nice. And also, get over here. Run away from him, not me. Damn. So there's this. I probably don't need to risk life and limb for this, but I'll still do it. Do it for the love of the game. Oh, probably doesn't have anything. Oh, okay, he can see me. Probably doesn't help that I'm wearing red, you know. So from here, I guess knowing that Death Mountain and Hyrule Castle are to the north of us, if I keep going this way, we should be alright. But night is going to fall again, and that, my friends, is what scares me most. So right up ahead, we're probably going to need to scale quite a cliff to make it up to that little spot there. But we've already seen all this, and like I mentioned, this is probably going to be our first instance of getting eyes on our friend, the Lionel. There he is. So these guys, once you figure them out, are pretty fun. They drop some incredibly good gear and equipment. And so you'll definitely want to be very careful when fighting them because they hit really freaking hard. And you actually have to do one in the service of progressing through the story somewhat. I think you need to get a bunch of shock arrows. And so long as you do it right, he won't be that bad. I'd really rather not. Can I make this? Oof, that was kind of scary, actually. But here we are back at the Temple of Time. We just, the sun is just so good. And just like the lack of music. Yeah, I think this is where we got our trousers, no? Surely we are near this spot. And I don't think we've had a lovely moon, so enemies should not be here. Now we can actually start, excuse me, man, the flick back on that right thumbstick is crazy. We can destroy some of these for, Choo-Choo. How's it going, friend? Thank you for your jelly. It's unusable in this state, but applying a bit of elemental stimulation will change its form.